Hey everyone, welcome back to Neverfate versus Final Fantasy VIII. I figured, why not? It's one of my favorite games. Get it done. This is not a speedrun. I will not be doing this fast. I will be forgetting a lot of stuff, despite the fact that I've played this game innumerable amount of times. Objective: to obtain low-level Guardian Force. A seed member must support you. Are you ready? Yeah, I know I'm completely unprepared. I could fail this. That's why I have saved my game. Guess this could be a miserable first attempt. Who knows? Squall says he's ready. Squall's a go-getter. Squall is a military boy through and through, and he's just gonna do it. Alright, select the time limit. So if I remember correctly, it just matters how... There's so much hidden stuff in this. That's the other problem. There's so many hidden features of this game. So many subsystems, so many... Like, there are, like, little magazines you find throughout the world that are just... This is back when you had to click X on everything. Because there weren't items on screen, there were just invisible tripwires. So, Quistis, you know the boys often choke on this test. Oh, damn it, I don't want to read this. This is going to take time. Squall, whatever. I'm just kidding. Right, so Quistis is like, I am so hot and sexy, it distracts the boys. Because the teacher is hot for student. But yeah, there's so many little subsystems in this game. So the less time you have when you beat this game... I forgot how to run away for a second. For every battle you escape, you're being penalized. For every minute you're remaining, I believe, at the end of this, you will be penalized. For basically every reason you can imagine at the start of this game, you will be penalized for basically your seed graduation rank. And your seed graduation rank, when you graduate to being a full-on child mercenary... run away! A bomb's an elemental monster that we're just gonna run away from, because we don't care. You're basically being a bad student, and you will not get paid as much, because this is a performance-based organization. I guess I was right. Why can you trip encounters when text boxes are coming up? Why is that a thing? Run away! Man, I really hope I can beat this. It's been a solid 2 or 3 years since my last playthrough. Also, I have to talk. You and Cypher are in class on your own. You both have amazing strength and potential. That's the other thing. Oh, Squall's emo. Emo people don't do crap. They just sit around and they cry. Squall is, like, literally uses one of the most complicated weapons in the Final Fantasy VIII universe. You seem confident enough. In fact, I'd go to say that a lot of Squall's attitude is because he is so much more advanced than the other students. He's just really good at being a child soldier. Boss battle. Oh, how do I draw? What are you doing? You gonna cast fire on me? Draw, it was this game's thing. And it was not a good thing. It was not a smart thing. Basically... all the magic you get in this game is not magic points. It's magic units that you take from monsters and from draw points and from items through weird conversion. This game's math is insane, by the way. Oh man, remember seeing this for the first time, like, wow. You'll never have... This is the best graphics I've ever seen. As someone that grew up playing Final Fantasy or fantasy role-playing games on... they have Shiva. Yeah, you're damn right we do. We also have blah, 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 blah. You know, as someone who grew up on Nintendo role-playing games, or pen and paper role-playing games, which technically I was playing D&D when I was around this age too. And here's the game's main problem. You will be. It is so easy to become dependent on certain aspects of this game because for your attacks to do damage, you have to draw all that magic out from monsters. You have to put it on one of your stats, so like junction strength. You have to learn strength. I just realized I screwed something up too. I didn't switch what Quizzicato will learn. Squall is learning strength junction, so I could junction magic to his strength. So if you put fire magic on his strength, he'll be strong. If you put Firaga magic on his strength, he'll be stronger. If you actually cast fire in battle and use it, you become physically weaker. And thus you end up with a lot of these dumb, mutually exclusive elements that are not really necessary. They're just they're nonsense. I would prefer like any game system. See, it's like 50 damage. Meanwhile, the GFs do like 3 times that. Leveling up in this game is pointless. Leveling up in the game just makes the enemies harder, and you can become stronger without leveling up. Therefore, you should never level up. So you could get to the secret boss of this game. What is his ultimate weapon? Omega weapon? One of the weapons that they always throw in these games. And, yeah, you could fight that thing at, like, level, I think, 10? I forget what the lowest you can get to it is. But that's in the literally the last dungeon of the game. And I forget... No, I actually remember how to do that puzzle. It's in the same room as another puzzle that I forget how to do. But the other puzzle is just to get items that you can infinitely spawn. Because this game is broken as hell. And as I play, I'm not going to record every battle, I'm not going to record everything. Every single step of this journey, but you will see me literally just be like, yep, I have 100 of these items after a few hours of playing a card game. I have 100 of these items that allow me to my party to be invulnerable during combat. And you'll be like, but then where's the challenge of this game? And there isn't any challenge to Final Fantasy VIII. It is basically a visual novel. You gonna die yet? I would appreciate if you would die. I should also figure out how to speed up footage. That might come in handy during certain elements. Oh, I'm getting gooder at gooder. Wow, I really just said that out loud as a human being. I'm ashamed. For me to lose to a human, very well, I will join you. See, not exactly a lot of issues. Here's the thing, though. Remember how I said gaining experience was bad? And you're like, how do you get to the end of the game? It's like level 10. Don't receive EXP from bosses and certain special monsters and parts of the game. G-Returner, revive Guardian Force from KO. Ifrit card, that's going to come in handy. The card game... Guys, I don't know how much, if any, of the card game I'll record, but it is... The card game allows you to break the hell out of this game. Ifrit will be known as Ifrit. There isn't much time, but let me go over this real quick. Good, you got yourself a Guardian Force. If you junction that Guardian Force, you'll be able to use Elemental Junction ability. Here's an explanation of elements. Oh, so basically, remember how it's like, see, he's got, like, this tutorial is just jumping ahead. I don't really have any of these, but like if you put healing magic on your HP, you'll have more hit points. By the end of Disc 1, you could have characters that have 3 grand hit points, and enemies only do like 50 to 60 damage. But yeah, basically you can also put your elements onto your attack so that when you hit things it deals ice damage, because they just flat out let you do anything in Final Fantasy VIII. It's like you're programming your own game. It is bananas. And also why the core gameplay loop of this game is a nightmare, because like I said, we got that Ifrit card. I could use that Ifrit card to go wreck face in a card game. Oh, I forgot to do something. That thing I said I forgot to do. I literally pressed 3 other buttons to get to this menu that I didn't need to. So, Guardian Forces. We have Ifrit now. Whatever. Quetzalcoatl, learn. We messed up. We should have been learning card. What you could do is, basically, run around just the start of this game on the island. Grab 40 points worth of card, AP to get card. Then you start turning all monsters into cards. Monsters, when they are turned into cards, become inventory items, first of all. Those inventory items can be turned into real other items later, like potions and stuff. Potions can be sold or turned into other things. Also, you don't gain experience points when you turn creatures into cards, so you can maintain a low-level gameplay. Have every item. Have every... you could just have everything. And it's nothing. That's why Final Fantasy VIII, as a game, is really not the best Final Fantasy. I think as a story, it tells one of the most mature, grounded, coming-of-age stories, love stories. There's a lot of drama in this game. There's really a lot of, I don't know, heart, I guess? And that's not to take away from all other Final Fantasy games that, I mean, guys, this is the most melodramatic series, like, ever made. But to me, this sort of hits the most relatable things, unlike 7, which was basically, if you haven't played 7, it, to me, is more like Marvel comic books. Like, you flat out kind of fight Galactus. That's sort of what Nova's thing was like, it just went around and ate planets. So you're basically fighting Galactus. There's a lot more, like, and especially the later versions of the game where, like, Cloud could, like, fly. And you're just like, okay, Cloud can fly. Renzo Kukin, I just want to do this. That's all. That's it. I just want to show you this. This is Skull's limit. Trigger, 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 trigger. You still dead? No, you just have a long... Yeah, you have a long death animation, is what I was trying to say. Couldn't find any items! Well, then what was the point of that battle? Because battles are for basically items and AP only. And those guys that were just watching this place are gone. What I should do is, just in case... Man, I'm gonna remember what button is the... Oh, cure! There we go. See, now if that cure were junctioned to, say, my hit points, my maximum hit points, and say it was enough, that was enough to get me to 1,000 maximum hit points, using that cure on myself would lower my maximum hit points to, like, 990. Which is stupid, guys. It's just stupid. This is one of my absolute favorite games ever made. And I'm telling you right now, that's just stupid. Wow, this is taking... I just wanted to see if it... So way off in the yonder is just a town that will become quite important later. You can go to it now. I can't remember if you're penalized for leaving your mission parameters. You probably are. This game penalizes you for everything. Alright. Walk 3 feet, get a scene. You could have just started with that scene. Quistis, well done. Let's see. I thought there was something else I needed to go over, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, taking care of your guardian force is something you have to watch out for. Is it? Is it really? You're just going to tell me how they level up and gain EXP through ability points. I don't care. Now change into your uniform and assemble at the first floor lobby. Alright. Goodbye, Quistis. Hopefully I'll never have you in my party again. Is that back already? That's back already. I forget exactly what you need to get everything. Some of them, they respawn. So basically also, like every NPC you pass, you just go up and play a card game. This entire playthrough could just be a card game for all. If I could just show you the card game elements. This guy, is this guy even? Let's see, what's his thing? Obviously, there's a shortage of models, and his model is very similar to one of the people that carries a unique card. Obviously, wow, that was all bad. I'm gonna do that every time too, because this controller is not great, and this is a 20-year-old game that also does not control great. Oh, I should actually save my game. Alright, the fast forward thing. Save my game. I was just gonna start this at the, This is one of those things that I've played this game 50 times, and it probably wasn't until, like, the 20th time I played that I realized the directory, it could just be used as fast travel to the dormitories or to wherever. Squall's room. Uniform? Forget it. Get changed. Why? I don't know. Everything Squall says is so standoffish. It's like too standoffish. But that's where everyone gets the idea that Squall's like a bad character. He's not. He's just very straightforward. And the characters, he has a really good character arc. To have really good character arcs, sometimes you have to start off a story as not very likable, as someone who can grow. And unfortunately, he was not a character that people could easily empathize with. He's not thrown in the midst of action. He's not really being a badass. In fact, he's kind of just overconfident. Just sort of cutting through things with skill and not really caring. The squad assignments for the exam now. Let's see. Oh, that's right. That wasn't really the exam. That was the, that was just a prerequisite that Squall forgot to get. Which was just perfect time for a tutorial, despite the fact that Squall would not seem like the dude that would forget that kind of stuff. Lively? He's just loud. Can I switch members? I'm afraid that's not possible. Sticking you with failures is how we're gonna teach you to be a decent human being, Squall, instead of a mindless child soldier, which you currently are. Not gonna lie, kinda like Zell a lot. He is a really good character, because he's a perfect foil for Squall, like I just said. Anytime you want to come back from that cutscene. There we go. Sorry, that's... Load times, they are a thing. Whoa, I'm with you, I am Zell! Nope. Squall don't care. Zell's limit break setting can also be changed in the status screen. He also has the most ridiculous limit. Just all of that is stuff you could do in a set amount of time. And if you get really, really good at it, you'll pretty much just keep Zell with high strength and low... Can we get rid of this? Basically, high strength and low health, and just keep a crippled Zell with you to basically just smash through bosses like they're absolutely nothing. Because its damage output for the game is usually better than Squall's. Until Squall gets his final thingamajig, his final limit break, or whatever they're called in this game. We weren't fighting, we were training. I bet he doesn't think so. Look, Cypher's just being a pain in the ass. That he is. He really is a pain in the ass. All you have to do is ignore him. That's super ironic considering I actually know what happens in this game, and Zell is never able to ignore Cypher, like ever. Ahem, excuse me. That Cypher you're talking about, he's your squad leader. Say what? This was very steeped in 90s when they localized it, huh? It can't be changed. Cypher, are you here? I'm here. In my trench coat. Guess I'm so cool. Fujin and Raijin, tagging along as usual. Guess that makes up the whole disciplinary committee. You're the squad leader. Good luck to you. Instructor. I hate it when people wish me luck. Save those words for bad students that need them, eh? I don't know why. I'm just gonna change voices every time. Okay then. Good luck, Cypher. No, it's gonna kill my voice. I'll be spitting blood by the end of this day. Cypher's dramatic arm wave that he does because they needed to make like these long text boxes interesting and more dynamic, so characters have to have big, like, Power Rangers-esque movements. And you'll see a lot of these movements are repeated. They're sort of these standard action procedure things that everyone does. Listen up. Teamwork means staying out of my way. It's a Squad B rule. Don't you forget it. Cypher is just... See, that's they just did if you're watching the screen or if you're just listening. But if you peek at the screen, Zell is doing his sort of his standard business action here of him like trembling and stuff like that. Like he's ready to fight, like he's trying to hold back his tension. Hey, look everyone, it's you know, Sid. Played by what I can only assume is Robin Williams. It's been a while. How's everyone doing? This exam will involve 12 members from Squad A through D. You will be proceeding to the real battlefield. Obviously, the battles are for real. Obviously, because it's a real battlefield. Life and death, victory, defeat, honor, and disgrace. Each one of these go hand in hand. There's only one way for each other. How about it? Are you still afoot? I don't know, that was a bad Robin Williams. That was like a Jimmy Fallon Robin Williams, which is bad because Jimmy Fallon sucks. You will accompanied by 9 seed members. Should you fail, these members shall get the job done. They always do. That's right. You're going right into warfare. Like, and your teacher, not your teacher, your school principal, your dean or whatever, is just like, yeah, you guys might die. That's totally a thing that can happen, and if you die, actual professional soldiers will clear the mission for you. The Pride of Balam Garden, the elite mercenary force Seed. Learn from them, obey their commands, accomplish the mission, do it. Prove yourself worthy of becoming a member of Seed. Best of luck, come on, we get it. You gotta get through your, let's face it, these animations were amazing back in 1999. Alright, let's wrap this up. You know what, I can't remember what if I just leave here, if the scene will automatically start. I don't want to start any other scenes. I want to actually end this episode. So I'm gonna say thank you guys for watching. You can do whatever you want. It would be appreciated if you liked and subscribed and stuff. Because we're just gonna play Final Fantasy VIII until I lose my mind. So there you go. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.